What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be a different kind of video. A lot of people are always asking, oh, where you dig these or something like that. So today's video, I'm going to try to find a dump. That's the first piece of trash I've seen. Modern tire. And I'm looking for older stuff really. Hopefully we can get into a blown dump somewhere. But I'd be happy if I found a 1920s dump early. Or creek on the outskirts of town and see if I can find any glass shards spilling out of its banks or anything. So I will let you know if I start seeing signs. There's something, but as you can see, them outer rings there. Well, you see the outer rings, that means it's modern. Shouldn't be any older than the 70s. And this plant here is one of the main reasons why I don't go looking for dumps and instead dig the ones I already know about. It's called Multiplier Rose. Has a bunch of these thorns. So yeah, walking through a bunch of them cut you up. Here's another thorny plant. These are actually black-cap raspberries though. They're blue stems, so even if you don't find a dump, I guess could always come back here and snack on them next time they're ripe, which will be a while. And here is even another thorny plant. Young, see our hawthorn or honey locust tree. I'd be able to tell for sure if it was bigger, but thinking honey locust. So yeah, there's a lot of thorns out here to walk through. And here's another thorned plant. This one's the Allegheny blackberry. So that's another one that come back in July or August and snack on them. It's a modern beer. So I'm not seeing any good signs of a dump in this bank. Try to focus for you. Dirt's all the same color. Usually dumps that are actually productive have different colored soil. Similar to what's on the other side of the river there. It looks like they dumped something there for sure. But I think it's just coal. Not a bottle, but there's an old snake skin there. So if you don't like snakes, now's the time of year to be looking for bottles, because in the winter when it's this cold out, like below 45 I'd say, snakes usually aren't out. So they might come out if it gets warm enough and stays warm for a few days. Here's something that might have been worth keeping if I was close to the car. It's an old glass Gatorade bottle. It's not very old at all, but you don't see many glass ones. So it'd be worth keeping if I was a little closer, but since I'm not, I'm going to leave it like this with the top facing downward so water doesn't get in it and bust it, and maybe someone will come here in the future and wander around and pick it up. Another modern beer. People pick these up and think they're something, but without the label, they ain't really anything. They might sell in lots to some crafter to make something out of, but that's about it. Now, if I found one with a label on it, then it'd be worth taking them. I found them with labels that said a few different things on them. I know I had a Pabst Blue Ribbon one or something like that once, and a couple other variants, but you have to be dig dump that has like them or bucket things, and sometimes bottles, when they're inside them, the labels are preserved. Well, a little coal layer here. Sometimes this coal stuff has bottles mixed in it, but most of the time it's just plain coal. Alright guys, I see something interesting down here. Lots of shards of plates, and it looks like some glass. Seen this sticking out. Merchants, lotion, the Caulk Company. It's a 3-sided little bottle. I believe this style cork top was made specifically in 1922, but I could be wrong. So if so, that's a decent year. This is some extract or Great Seal. No. Is this actually a blown coffin flask? Nope, it's machine made. See the sink going up right there. I got excited for a second. Got a dish there. It's broken. Something up there. Oh. Man, this one actually does look blown almost. Nope, it's got that diamond symbol, so it's probably a early machine made. From the looks of it, other people are digging here too. Got some little cylinder up here. But it was slick. Not up there though. And it's a White House vinegar. Well, if that's full, I'll have to drag it out of here. Actually, I can actually tell by looking at this. This one's blown. It's an older style olive jar. So that's a good sign. There's some busted milks laying around here. So yeah, this actually looks like a decent little dump. Well, my White House was broken. But oh well, I know where a dump is now. I think someone else probably knows about this already, so they probably picked up anything really good. So this thing here's kind of cool, so I'll just have to wash that off and take it anyway. You see a little Bo Peep ammonia there. Looks to be in good shape. There's this here. That is the bottom of a junk ketchup thing. I'll look a little further, see if the dump continues. And I'm not seeing no shards of anything. I don't think it's steep, but there should be some shards or bottles sticking out if there was dump here. So I'm thinking it's just a small farm dump or something. Another thing is, digging for bottles is meant to be a hobby, not a career. I might sell some of my stuff here and there, and a lot of other diggers do also, but I don't make near enough to live off of. I'm really happy if I just make my gas and food back. Most are worth barely anything to begin with, and the ones that are worth very little are only bought by crafters usually, and they want everything perfectly clean. So you're digging them up, putting a lot of time into cleaning them also, for what, 10 cents a bottle? It ain't worth it. Might get a $20 to $50 bottle, which isn't really nothing nowadays. Maybe a fill up of gas and a meal at Burger King. On a good day, you might get something that's worth between 100 and 250, which even at 250, that ain't much nowadays. Still decent, but you don't find them often enough to where you can actually live off it. But that's my experience anyway. Some people might be in a better dump or worse dump. There are only a handful of bottles that are actually worth something decent, and they're worth the kind of money that they are for a reason, because they're very rare and people don't dig them. But if you're wanting to find a dump because you like old bottles and like to collect and are always looking to add new bottles to your collection, then hopefully you find a good dump near you and start getting some good bottles.